We need to say that we don't accept Islam to be changed. We don't accept the Christmasization of Islam. Because this is what they're trying to do with Islam. Just like they made a pagan festival, a Christian festival, they're trying to make non-Islamic rules and laws Islamic rules and laws. This is exactly what they're trying to do. The same thing that they did with Christianity, they're trying to do with Islam. And now, if we don't stop that, we don't act, this will happen. And it's actually happening. You will find most Muslims are scared to speak. They're scared to talk about these issues. They're just happy with their comfortable lives, their nice cars, their big houses, their laminated floors, and we'll just carry on going the way we are, and everything will just be fine. Everything will just be fine, and the storm will just ride by. But this is not happening. Things are getting worse and worse. We saw the minaret, ban of the minarets, which actually shocked the Swiss government. That their people actually voted to ban, the building of minarets in their country. It shocked even the Swiss government. Things are getting worse and worse for Muslims in Europe. So you can't be like an ostrich that sticks its head in the sand when it sees its foe. We need to act. We need to show firstly Islam in ourselves. Was that the Christmas, the Boxing Day sales, and I was queuing up, and everyone was queuing nicely to go into the shop, and there was a Muslim woman at the front of the queue. She doesn't want to queue. She wants to just go into the shop, and the people, the security are standing there saying, no, you have to queue. You're just trying to push in. And she was arguing. Now all those people that are in the queue, they see this woman in hijab and jilbab, thinking it's effing Muslims. They don't want to accept anything in this country. They don't even want to queue. They want to get everything for, free. I'm sure this is what all those people in the queue were thinking. If we're not giving the impression of Islam in ourselves, to dispel all the myths and all the lies on all the radio stations, on all the TV stations, in all the newspapers, on all the YouTube videos, then they're just going to see that and they think, oh, this is true. All that is true. If we don't show Islam in ourselves, they think all of these lies must be true. Because look at this one person. And they judge, the whole of a religion, they will judge it by one person. And we need to speak. Because believe me, brothers, the non-believers in this country that have these views about Islam, they're willing to talk to someone that is willing to talk to them about Islam. But unfortunately, most Muslims are even scared to even accept that their name is a Muslim name. They want to put all different slants on their name to show that it's not even a Muslim name. This is the reality. So if we don't speak to the population and speak to them about all these lies about Islam, that Islam is not a threat, rather it's a light for the darkness that this society has got into, they will never ever know the truth. And if we don't get involved, don't participate. We had a play the other day. We had a shortage of actors, so we had to use Ahmad, I don't know if he's here today, to do the acting instead. But if brothers want to get involved, you can go to our YouTube site. We have, as I said, there was loads of racist comments on our YouTube site. Unfortunately, not even our didn't even hardly one Muslim even to reply to these comments and say, what kind of intellectual argument is that you're giving by swearing and saying, get out my effing country. All of the comments were from, anti-Islamic people, and not any Muslims were responding to them. So we need to get involved. We need to start participating. We can't just watch it like a film, because the film will come to its end and it won't be the ending that we want, because the directors and the producers and the actors are all pushing it towards one way. And this is exactly what happened with Hitler and the Jews. the Jews thought everything will just be fine. Until the Nazi party just rounded them all up. The Jews at one time owned 50% of all the businesses in Germany. They were not just a small minority, 50% of all the businesses in Germany. From going to there to what Hitler did to them is because of the silence of a lot of them when Hitler was rising. And now we can see a similar storm rising in the whole of Europe against Muslims. If we just want to sit and be quiet and watch the show, then it will have a nasty ending. So I end it there, brothers. وجزاكم الله خيرا وأقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي.